Invention 1. The story of the motion picture invention. In the late 19th century, the world was fascinated by the idea of capturing life in motion. Until then, people had seen clever tricks with sequential photographs, like Muybridge's horse studies or Mayrai's chronophotographic gun, but nothing truly captured smooth, continuous movement. The need was clear. Humanity wanted a way to preserve motion, just as painting and photography had preserved still images. This was more than entertainment. It was about memory, storytelling, and progress. Into this environment stepped a French inventor named Louis Le Prince, a man whose vision would quietly transform the way humanity records life. The problem was both technical and artistic. Photographs could freeze a moment, but they lacked the natural flow of movement. Devices of the time could only project snapshots in quick order, creating an illusion, but not true motion pictures. Le Prince saw that the world needed a system that could capture and reproduce life as it actually unfolded. This was not only a scientific challenge, but also an artistic one: how to turn fleeting actions into something permanent, replayable, and shared. Solving this meant inventing a machine that combined optics, chemistry, and mechanics in a completely new way. Le Prince worked tirelessly, and his journey is best seen through his timeline of achievements. In 1886, he applied for a U.S. patent for a remarkable 16-lens camera that could produce animated pictures. By early 1888, the patent was granted, and soon after, he filed a similar one in Britain. But he realized that a single-lens device was more practical, and by mid-1888, he had built and tested one in Leeds, England. On the 14th of October, 1888, he filmed the Roundhay garden scene, often considered the earliest surviving moving picture. He also captured his son playing an accordion and the busy traffic on Leeds Bridge. In 1889 and 1890, he experimented with projectors alongside James Longley, but before he could present his invention in New York, he mysteriously vanished in September 1890, a disappearance that remains unsolved to this day. Le Prince's background explains his brilliance. Born in Metz, France, in 1841, he was the son of a French army officer and studied both painting and chemistry, a combination that gave him the tools to blend science and art. He had ties to the photographic pioneer Louis Daguerre, and by the time he settled in Leeds in 1866, he was deeply involved in art, photography, and invention. He even helped run an art school and worked on color photographic processes. His collaborators, mechanic James Longley and craftsman Frederick Mason, assisted in building the delicate wooden and metal parts of the camera. This rich mix of artistic vision, scientific knowledge, and skilled teamwork allowed Le Prince to stand at the edge of a new era. Although his life ended in mystery, the impact of his work is undeniable. His films, like the Roundhay garden scene, are preserved and honored as the earliest windows into cinematic history. Even though later names like Edison and the Lumiere brothers became more famous, their success was built on foundations Le Prince had already laid. Today, his surviving works are displayed in museums and studied in film courses around the world. The principle of capturing motion has evolved into cinema, television, digital media, and even virtual reality. Every time we record a video on our phones or watch a movie, we echo his original dream. Louis Le Prince reminds us that even when an inventor is forgotten or overshadowed, the power of their vision can ripple across centuries,